chapter where she's eating cake with Marie Antoinette and gossiping with Queen Elizabeth I, and normal things. Well, so I think we're going to open up to some questions now.
So anybody have a question? We'll start down here.
How do I come up with the backstories for all my characters? Oh gosh, most of it comes from when I was a kid, and just the questions that I would ask. When I was little, my mom used to read fairy tales to me. I used to pause her and say, hold on. This Prince Charming guy gets around. Is Cinderella? I mean, he married Cinderella, but is Sleeping Beauty and Snow White upset that he's dating her now? What's the story there? So I came up with the Charming Dynasty just little inquiries, questions that I had as a kid. Yeah.
Right there.
If a fairy tale character were to come to Marvel, what new experiences would you expose them
to? Starbucks. Those AMC Prime theaters are really nice nowadays. And maybe a Taylor Swift concert.
Over. The little one right there.
How do I come up with all these ideas? Oh gosh, I think I probably just be a curious kid like you. I think, yeah. just wanting to explore and exaggerate the stories I got told. Yeah, thanks.
I just wonder, what do you use in your hair?
Right back there.
How is my hair always on point? It just depends on which city I'm in, really. Sometimes I look like Jimmy Neutron. Sometimes I look like the creature from the Black Lagoon. So it just depends. But thank you. Hair dryers help.
Over here.
How long does it take to record the audiobooks? Oh, thank you. I like you. You can say. The voices come to me really easy because they're all the voices that I hear in my head as I'm writing. The hard part is just kind of coming up with the right performance. But the audiobooks take about probably a good 4 days each. To record, and I'm a big perfectionist when it comes to the audiobook, so I'll reread a paragraph 7 times, and it just drives the engineers nuts. So it takes about 4 days because my voice gives out after doing it. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed this. Thank you. Oh, thanks.
Right there. Yes.
Did you ever write anything when you were younger that you're so proud of today?
Yes. The first book I ever wrote was I was in second or third grade, I think, and the project that the teacher gave the classroom was to write her own Cinderella story. So I love old people. So I wrote Senior Ella. It was about how she wanted to go to her 75th year high school reunion to meet her old high school boyfriend, but she loses her teeth. So the fairy godmother comes and gives her a sparkly dentures to wear. Thank you. I should. Thank you. I'll get on that.
Gorilla blue there. Right there. Yes, you. You're looking behind you. Right there. Yes, you.
What inspired you to start writing? Wait.
What's that?
Go ahead. Yes, you.
Sorry. I'm so confused.
Do you still think you'll be able to play the storybook?
Can you repeat it? I'm sorry.
Do you think you're going to be making a storybook?
Oh, yeah.
Another Land of Stories book? Yes, I think so. Definitely a 5th one, and maybe a 6th one too. And then I have The Kirby Tree coming out, and Mother Goose Diaries, Queen Riding Hood's Guide to Royalty, and a Trobella picture book too, which are all spin-offs. And I kind of have an urge to do a Goldilocks graphic novel.
Yes! Please.
Sorry, John.
Right here. Yes.
How long does it take me to write each book? Oh, the research. Oh, it just depends. It took me a lot longer to do the third one than all the other ones because there's so much history with the French history and the French Empire, and I did a lot of traveling for the third book because I went to Neuschwanstein Castle, so I could really know what I was writing about, which was incredible if anyone ever gets the chance. Yeah, and then actually the fourth one took a lot of time too because I had to reread all the classics, all the stories that the twins travel into.
Yes, over here. Yes.
Oh, what's the to repeat her question, says what's one thing that I hope kids take away from the books. And honestly, I think there's a lot of lessons and morals throughout the books, which you guys have been so kind to pick up on and make T-shirts of, and sometimes get tattoos of. But honestly, I just want kids to have an adventure, and I just want kids to enjoy reading. And I remember I hated reading when I was a kid until I got the Harry Potter books, and then I fell in love with it. So if I could do that for a kid, that's the best school.
So just scroll down here. Yes.
Why did you choose that my writing? Because it should be all like focused on herself and always loving Jack and always loving the like Charlie like so upset.
Why did I make Queen Red so self-obsessed? Well, when I was a kid and I was always told the story of Red Riding Hood, I always thought it's kind of interesting that she has a whole story named after her when she doesn't do anything. Like she kind of gets all the credit for the story when really the hero of the story is the huntsman that saves her. So I thought, well, if a kid started their life with that kind of attention, it probably wouldn't go very well down the road. And so I thought it'd be fun if they gave her a kingdom, and she she kept getting one thing after another that she didn't quite deserve. And I loved the love triangle of her and Goldilocks and Jack, because Jack was the one thing she could not get. It was the one thing she couldn't have because his heart was taken.
So one last question. Right back there. Yes.
Which Montessori's book is your favorite?
Well, that's a very emotional question. Because I see them all as my children. I really like the fourth one. And I'm not just saying that because it's on sale now. Because there's a lot of fun to go into Neverland and Wonderland and Oz and all those places and kind of have fun and kind of add on to the descriptions that the books give us and kind of describe how I always saw it. So that was a lot of fun. But each book is a reason. I have a great reason for why I love it. Yeah. Cool. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you all. Oh, yeah.